All right, this exercise is the bench press. Everybody's seen these. Most people are familiar with them. All right, the way I like to do it, now especially if you have some back issues, usually you'll see people in the gym, they're doing it, they got their feet down like this, and they're supporting themselves. Now that's a good idea, especially if you're lifting a lot of weight, you know, it helps give you a little control there. However, it does jam your low back a little bit. So if you have like a herniated disc or have some back issues, then you may want to do it the way I do it, which is I take my feet and I put them up here on the table like this. All right, now that flattens my back and takes all the stress off of my low back, which for me is a very good thing. Also, I'm not using extreme amounts of weight, so I don't really need to be balancing like that, okay? I'm not going to be going that heavy. And in fact, I'm going to show you this exercise without putting any weight on the bar. And when you first start doing this exercise, the bar is 45 pounds. Well, that might be enough for you to start with. Everybody's different. Okay, so now there's some knurly things here on the bar, and the purpose of those knurly things is so that you can see your hand position. They may vary somewhat, but when you do a bench press, there's different ways to do it. Some people like a wide grip, some a closer grip. If you go closer, you hit your triceps more. If you go out, you hit your chest more. I like a middle of the road grip, which means if my arms are going straight out from my body, parallel with my body, then I like my forearms perpendicular to that, which means I'm forming a right angle at my elbows. And then I reach up. Okay, just like that. Now, we lift the bar up. There's two grips you can use. You can use a thumb grip. Some people like to use a thumbless grip. Some people feel safer with using the thumb. Some people find it easier on their wrists if they use a thumbless grip like that. Either one is acceptable. Your thumb really isn't doing a whole lot holding the weight. It's these fingers that are really holding the weight. So both are safe. Now, you're going to lift the weight up, and you're going to bring the weight down right about to nipple level, just like that. We don't want to be down there. We don't want to be up here. Okay? Over the neck. We want to be right there. And when you first start doing these, your first set, which we do, a set is usually, again, about 10 to 12 reps. Well, maybe you go down halfway, and you go up. Now, we're not tossing it. We're not throwing it. We're doing nice, slow, steady strokes. You want to go up as far as you can. Now notice, see, this arm is straight. Now I'm going to be a bad example here because my left arm got injured and so I can't straighten it completely. So don't let that throw you off. I am not recommending you don't straighten the arm. It's just I can't do it with this one, I do it with this one. So, there, okay? Now, you don't, so long as you don't, now when I say straighten the arm, I don't mean lock out. We're not locking out. But we're just going up until there's just a very, very slight flex in the elbow. Okay, then we bring it down and we go up. Now notice I'm doing like a half of the stroke. I might do that my first set so that I warm up my chest and my shoulder muscles so I don't tear anything. Then with my next set, maybe I go a little lower. And then with the next one now, maybe I can bring it all the way down to my chest. Now if you're very flexible, you may not have to do that. The older you get, the longer you're going to need for a warm-up. So that can make it, the people who get injured, it's because they try to go through that full range of motion right out of the gate, and then they can tear the biceps tendon doing that. So be careful about that. All right, now my head is on the table. I'm not doing that. Flat on the table. Down, up, down, up. And that's it. And that's a bench press.